We can be stronger if we are well. We can be stronger if we are connected. We can be stronger if we take care of ourselves, but take care of the others, of each other.
Hi teachers, wherever you are, whatever you do right now, welcome to my channel, Techno Education. Now I have a special guest, Dr. Araceli Salas from Benemérita Universidad de Puebla, Mexico. Please correct me, Ara,
Yes.
if I'm mistaken.
That's okay.
So, yeah, she's my best friend. I usually call her Araceli or Ara, right? So I hope you are fine now, Ara.
Ara is okay.
So good morning or good afternoon there in Mexico.
It's still good morning. It's 15 minutes to midday, so it's still good.
Okay. Yeah. Now I am in the middle of the night.
I can see. Yeah. Okay. That's so far.
Yeah, Ara, thank you very much for taking the time to interview today. So Araceli is a special person to me. So first I met Araceli at UMBC, University of Maryland, America in 2011 for the Summer Institute at the time. And she is one of the best e-teacher alumni represented Mexico at that time. She has many publications in reputable international journals. In fact, she's also one of the editor associate of the TESOL Journal. Is that right, Araceli?
It's with TESOL Journal. I am an associate editor, and I am also an associate editor for the TESOL Journal, but I am also in charge of one of the interest sections in TESOL International, which is the English for foreign, as a foreign language.
Wow, that's interesting. So this is a good news for the lecturers or researchers who are interested in publishing their publications later. Yes. So they can consult with Araceli. So Araceli is welcoming everyone to consult, right?
Yes, sure.
So Araceli specializes in the field of teacher professional capacity development. So I've read through your CV, Ara, and I deliberately invite Araceli to discuss learning from her views and ideas related to teacher professional development program, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic conditions right now, Araceli. So let me start with my first question, Ara. Yeah? So now, what are the most important pieces of advice you would give to teachers who are struggling to make this transition in the middle of a school year?
Well, I have to say that this is unexpected. Nobody thought this could happen. So the first thing, or the first piece of advice I would give all teachers over there and around the world is to be patient with themselves, patient with their students, patient with their authorities, because nobody knew how to do things better, or what is the best in the middle of this crisis. Also, my other piece of advice is to learn what this is, what the meaning of all this for everybody. I think that something very, very important is that besides everything, we are learning about ourselves, and we are teaching this too. We are teaching students, peers, how to react in the middle of a crisis. We can give them a positive attitude and see, well, just like make fun of ourselves when something is not working well, and say, well, we are learning together because we didn't expect this to happen. Nobody planned this. So be patient with everybody, with yourselves. And I think that we have to enjoy this. Honestly, I have been enjoying this because I am one of those convinced that even through technology and distance, we can create these bonds that we have created, Daniel.
That's right. Yeah, it happens. It
Yeah,
happens.
it has happened to us and with all our dear friends. We have created a bond that distance hasn't been able to break, or time hasn't been able to break. So we have to take advantage of this opportunity to create these bonds with other people, with other students. So be patient, enjoy learning, enjoy what we are doing, and let's make the best out of all this situation.
So we
Yes.
must motivate ourselves and try to think everything in a positive way. Is that what you mean, Ara?
Yes. Yep, yep.
Okay. So in other side, we can also establish stronger bonds among us, and it happens
Yes.
in many teachers.
Yes. Yes, because many teachers, many people, parents, everybody says it's not the same. But but I think that is a complaint about technology, but I don't think it's true. For example, normally in my normal classes before all this crisis, I always have a platform as a company for a face-to-face class. And the feedback and the connections that I make with the students is always stronger. I can tell them more things. And it was before. Now it's different. I can show lots and lots of messages from my students, and they are okay. In fact, we have not seen the change. Probably we don't see each other as often as before, but
Yeah,
we still have that bond. Mhm.
right. That's right. Okay.
Mhm.
So Ara, I learned a lot from your CV. Then I heard that you have worked a lot and you have helped teachers to develop themselves. So my next questions to you is that what have you been doing since the COVID-19 outbreak hit to assist teachers or instructors in a move online, either or maybe off campus?
Yes, yes. I have not been helping teachers, but my students who are going to be teachers, and some of them are already starting to teach, and with all this crisis, they are starting to teach online too. So they have asked me for ideas about platforms, about websites.
Mhm.
I have shared the websites that I use. I give them ideas, and I think that we are all learning, and that's what I have been doing. Like what I am telling you, I am always trying to motivate them
Yeah,
to see the best in all situations. Mhm.
right. Okay. Well, that's lovely. Next, Ara, you know that everybody goes online, all teachers, over the world, all over the world, right? So, next question is, what do you see as the biggest challenges involved in online teachings then?
This is, yeah, you made me think with this question. I think that the first thing is that still we cannot reach all students. Some students are still out
Mhm.
of reach in this century,
Yeah,
and we cannot reach them through technology. And that is that is really sad, because we want all students to have the same opportunities, but still it's not. We cannot go to all students. We cannot reach all students. Another challenge is that we have teachers in general. We have to convince parents, students, and everybody that what we are doing is still quality education. Is not something that we are just using because we have to. It's still quality education. There are many courses online, as the one we took
yeah,
many years ago, and
sure.
it's quality education. But students, parents, or depending on the age of our students,
Mhm.
they also have to help, and that I think that is good. That is good. We teachers cannot do everything by themselves. Yes, and what if because I teach pre-service teachers. What if they become online teachers? This is also another challenge, to change the minds of students, because some of them had this idea that they were going to be in front of the group. But I think this has changed. Now we have to expand our mind, our expectations, and students need to see that there will be other scenarios where they will have to teach, not only in front of a group. So I think that is another challenge, to change all this perspective that education has changed. I think that this has changed education. That's a big challenge, yes?
Yes.
Also, we have said that, well, another challenge for universities is to make technology accessible for everybody. That is the biggest challenge. Yes, the biggest challenge. But also, we have to make sure that students know that we are also available for them.
All right.
Yeah, that's a challenge.
Yeah, that's a challenge. That we as the educated teachers have to take this challenge, and we have to motivate ourselves. We have to make ourselves familiar with something unfamiliar before. So we are learning technology, and you said expanding knowledge, expanding minds, see something new as a challenge that we want to move forward.
Yeah, yeah. We have to
And
change.
something interesting, if everybody is doing online now, just like what you are doing, students in Mexico, and now I would like to know, what is the most favorite platform, online teaching platforms you are using so far?
I am using, for my courses, I am using Edmodo or Schoology. And for this kind of meetings, I have used, of course, Zoom, but I have also used WebEx. WebEx, do you know that one? Cisco WebEx, and Hangouts or Google Meet. I think it is also changing, and that's what I have been using the most. Yes.
All right.
But I have heard that also some teachers are using Skype, and they are happy. I haven't used that for my classes, but well, we can try.
So there are always some options for the teachers to make use of.
Yes.
All right, that's interesting. Okay, one more last question. Anna, do you foresee a crisis like this, making online educations more appealing to teachers?
Yes, well, I think this crisis has changed education all over the world. We are not going to see education as we used to see it before the crisis. This is something that has changed. Maybe it was a little push that we all needed to go into online education. This is the push that we needed to migrate. Some teachers are, or we're still resisting the change, but now there's no option. There's no option. I see that we are, as I said before, we are not only teaching about technology, about programs, about what to do. We are also teaching our reactions to a crisis. We are teaching the value of helping students, helping each other, online collaboration. I think that collaboration has become a really important issue in this moment, because students need to help us, but we still need to help students. I think that students have used or are good for technology, but they have used it for entertainment. And now make it change to use technology for education, I think it's not nice for them, because we are invading a world where they were having fun, and now we are making them use it to learn. So I think that probably that is interesting. Well, that is, for me, that is attractive. And I say, how can I compete with their games in the same gadget?
That's right.
Have everything in their gadgets. But when teachers know that we are there for them, I think it's going to be interesting. And I think that when teachers know that all what we are doing is to benefit our students, they will do it. I believe that teachers will do everything possible to help students. I am always on the side of teachers.
Oh.
I know that they do their best in the conditions or in the situations they are. And when they see that this is for their students, that is going to make it attractive for them. We have to be there for students, for other teachers, for the others. That's what I think.
Nice. All right. Okay. So thank you very much, Ara, for such lovely ideas. So before we are going to end this interview, could you say some things, give message to teachers all over the world?
Yes, why not? Yes, I want teachers the same as students to have the same opportunities, to have the same opportunities. And I think that technology gives us that opportunity because we are at the same level everywhere. Here, for example, you don't see how I go to school or how I get to school. Online teaching gives us the opportunity to be in the same level as students, as everybody else. We are not in a separate office. We are not in a locked classroom. We are here for everybody, yes. Also, see the positive things. I know that for some teachers, this is still a hard time and they are struggling, as you said. They are still struggling, but I think that teachers have struggled all the time, sometimes learning how to use a textbook, how to use a board, a digital board, or I don't know, there have always been challenges for teachers. And the most important thing is that teachers have always overcome all those challenges and do it for their students. But also something important and that I have been reading and listening is that this also has made people aware and teachers aware that we have to be kind to ourselves. This is a time for learning everywhere in the world. And we have to take it as that. Don't demand too much on yourself. Just demand what is necessary for you, for your students, and be kind to yourself. It's a time to take care of your body, to take care of your feelings, your heart, your soul. If you are not well, you are not going to do well for your students.
Yeah.
I think that it's a good time to learn many, many new things and also to think about their development, their professional development. Yes, we can be stronger if we are well. We can be stronger if we are connected. We can be stronger if we take care of ourselves, but take care of the others, of each other. Yes, I think that those are some reflections.
Yeah, I think that's the point that many of us are not fully aware of. I mean, during this crisis, everybody is thinking about the students, about the parents, but they rarely think about themselves, right? So I think this is one of the good points that you just shared, that we have to look at ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves, make ourselves healthy, right? So how can we teach students, how can we share something with them if we are not really healthy, if we do not really care about ourselves, right? Is that right, Ara?
Yes, that's right. I think we have to do this. Teachers don't need more stress. We have a life full of
That's
stress.
right. All right. Thank you very much, Dr. Araceli Salas, for this great
Yeah.
discussion. So I do hope
Warm
that you,
greetings from Mexico.
yes, success for your work there and stay healthy. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
you too. Stay healthy. See you and
Okay. See
contact
you.
me for
All right.
publications.
Okay. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye bye.